Hello, guys. Good day. Are all of you alright today? Feeling happy or sad? Well, I hope things will get even better for all of you. So today we're playing Our Life, Beginnings and Always. It was released on November 16 of last year and developed and published by GB Patch Games. So I played the demo of this on 2019 and I was already happy and hyped of the premise of the game, and I did not know that it was released last year, so it made me feel sad and somewhat happy right now that it's released. Though I haven't bought the DLC expansions yet because I don't have money. But I do have the money, but it's not enough yet. But anyways, let us start. Welcome to Our Life, the Beginnings and Always. There are various ways you can customize and interact with the game. This tutorial is an overview of how certain features work. You can read the full tutorial from the main menu to learn about everything in detail. To start off, the game is divided into 3 time periods called steps. Step 1 Childhood, 2 for adolescents, and 3 for teenaged. Our life is further divided into sets of vignettes that take place during specific periods of time. Those are called moments. Moments can be played in any order or skipped entirely. You move on to the next step whenever you want by selecting that summer is ending. Step 1 to 3 include 5 moments each, and even more can be unlocked by purchasing DLCs. Sad. Some are out now and other DLCs will release later on. A lot happens over the years that go by, especially in regard to the character you play as. You determine nearly everything about the main character: the name, appearance, personality, pronouns, interests, skills, their relationship with major characters, and so on. You can decide to change the details as time goes on, with a few exceptions. Your last name, skin tone, and eye color can be altered once set. Much of the MC's basic traits are determined on a character creation screen. As the MC grows up, more options become available on the screen. As mentioned, one of the decisions you'll get to make for your character is selecting a name. You can type in any name you like, or you can pick a preset name. Preset options are called voiced names because the name will be voiced aloud by the romantic lead. Oh. You'll get to hear him say your name as he plays through the story. Only the default name, Jamie, is included in the base game. Hundreds more can be added by getting a free voice name expansion DLC. I think I downloaded that already. If you're not interested in that feature, you don't need to add the name collection to your game file. Each name in the DLC belongs to or was selected by someone who supported this project. Lastly, you can change the spelling of a name after selecting the voice option you want. For example, going from gray to gray. On the character creation screen, there's a cute doll you can decorate to get an idea of what your MC looks like with the different sheets put together. Not all the things you decide about the MC appear on the doll. The script referencing what you've decided for the MC is the main way those decisions influence the game. Our life has a first-person perspective, so a character doesn't appear next to other characters' sprites. You only see the MC as the decorative doll on the character creation screens. There's also a second type of special MC-based screen in the interest comfort screen. Unless you get DLCs, the game has one love interest, Cove Holden. He grows up with the MC, and the interest comfort screen is crucial for determining how that plays out. Interest level sets much how you like him. There are 4 levels: disinterest, fond, crush, and love. Love is only available starting in step 3, and if you were at fond or crush in step 2. Comfort determines how you generally think when it comes to him. There are 3 levels: nervous, relaxed, and direct. Your level of interest and comfort will set the type of dynamic your character has with the love interest. What you did in the past will influence the present, and feelings can change over time. How true that is. You get to pick your interest comfort near the beginning of every step. Comfort can switch between the 3 levels as you please. Your interest level can only stay the same or increase. Your current level of interest will become the new lowest option on the screen in the future. For example, if you decide to be fond in step 1, this interest will be gone from the screen in step 2 and 3, which will make fond the bottom level of option for your relationship. Interest level has an impact when it comes to physically interacting with Cove. While growing up, things are rather simple. If we get along with one another and have a close relationship, you can choose to touch. And Cove will occasionally interact with the MC in light-hearted or comforting ways. But starting in step 3, touching can become more romantic or suggestive if you're at crush or love. Oh god. To make sure things go nicely with that, there will be an extra choice to determine initiative level, and a bonus mini tutorial that goes along with the choice to explain the feature in more detail. Basically, even if you decide you like Cove, the game won't force you to act on those feelings. You can always choose not to get together with him, choose not to accept or give romantic gestures, etc. If you do decide to date Cove though, you can't break up with him later. Yes, thank you for this feature, because I don't want to break up with him. Interest comfort gets the basics down, but it's the choices that appear throughout the normal game events that decide what actually happens between the MC and Cove. And it isn't only the MC who is impacted by your decisions. Cove grows and changes over the years. How he's treated and what he experiences help shape who he becomes. In step 2 and 3, Cove's personality, appearance, and interests will vary based on what happened in the previous step. It's something of a mystery exactly how your decisions end up changing him. You can try to guess as you go along. Or if you prefer, you can also just design your own ideal Cove directly using the Cove Creator option that pops up at the beginning of step 2 and 3. Making the choices you want is always more important than making a choice, because you feel like you have to in order to get a certain result. When a choice does appear, usually you'll see that hovering the cursor over an option shows a certain color, yellow, blue, or green. The colors aren't related to specific points or effects. They're only there to give a bit of insight on the tone, emotion of the choice, since text alone can potentially be read in more than one way, but tends to be casual, straightforward. Oh wait, blue tends to be casual and straightforward. Yellow be more emotive and or reactive, and green is less certain, uncommitted. Oh, let's just hope blue and yellow are more common when we pray. Though there are hundreds of options in our life, and not every choice menu falls in the line with that pattern. Picking just one color every time doesn't give a gameplay benefit. Only stick to a certain type if that's what you happen to like. Otherwise, switch between them freely. Always pick yellow. Never pick yellow. Pursue romance. Wait, what? Never pick yellow. Oh, okay, wait. Pursue romantic right from the start. Never romance the love interest, be disagreeable or amiable. None of them will lead to a bad ending. You're welcome to enjoy the events and shape the story without reservation. And then if you like, you can play again to try something new. There's only ever more good content to discover. We hope you have a nice time with our lives. Thank you for playing. So this is the character creation screen they've talked about. Okay.
Cygnus, Crystal, Christina, Crystal.
There's no C in here.
Cookie, Connie, Cole, Zen,
Well, let's just make it like that. Wait, there's so many fair choices. Hmm. Okay. Well, mines are not awful. He. Ooh. I'm not gonna do the voice acting because I sound so cringy. I don't want to ruin things even further. But I'm gonna read these portions. But if it comes to the characters themselves, I'm not gonna voice them. I might try, but not yet. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination, with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of school-less vacation with it. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was. I most often just said hello. Wait, I forgot what. The blue means straightforward and casual. Yellow is reactive and full of emotion. And this is without interest. Well, I usually do this, so. Yeah. You enjoyed learning all about where they were visiting from and helped to visit those places one day too. If you have the money. But today there was a man sitting on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was even a real person or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your mom called it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was, set off a lot of red flags. Oh no, why? Your mom's had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. So you hadn't exactly been listening at the time. You think it could be okay to talk to new people? They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you even if you don't know them. You remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite then. You weren't sure about this man yet. So you feel your parents said you wanted to know more about what's going on, but it was nice to know you didn't want to be bothered. I'm interested. You slowed down, your eyes remaining fixed on the man. There was a split second where your eyes met, and you knew he was aware he wasn't alone on the street anymore. I'm not gonna voice that. If only this game's dialogues are voiced. But that's just asking too much. You raised your eyebrows at the shout. Did he want something? Is that why he was here? The man stood up and started to make his way towards you. Not wanting to seem too opposable, you folded your arms and stared. Still unsure about him, but willing to be friendly, you offered to change your smile. Your whole body was frozen in place as he approached. The man gives a grin of his own back. Oh no. Daddy? Oh no. He looked the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and relaxed appearance. His appearance is already making me relaxed in many, many ways. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wonder if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. I bet he is a swimmer. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. Okay. He gave you a broad smile, relief settling on his face. What? Wait, what? He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him.
Well...
Yeah, you should. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. Cove. Ooh. Yeah, very, very obsessed with water. He gestured toward the house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. He shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention, a hopeful smile tilting his lips at the corners.
Do you mind?
Did other kids really get their parents to pay for friendships? I don't know. That never happened to me before. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that. He deflated enough to notice, but not completely.
Are you sure?
Oh god. That only made this sound more strange to you. Why does it lasting for the summer matter? When it was clear his initial strategy wasn't going to fly, he tucked the bill into a back pocket and changed the request. Excuse me. Yes. Yeah, I wanna meet him. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. But you knew that. But you knew that. But you were still going to help. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head, paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away instead. Hmm. No, first sight. What am I sighting? The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you. Quite quiet and familiar. From the top, let it drop, it go wet. Of the hill you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore, and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. Eh. Sometimes Lizzie would join you, the two of you splashing each other in the waves. Those were the days. He'd taken a deep breath. You wanted to try and relax, and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone, so you glanced around. There was a boy sitting at the top of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass, and white flowers surrounding him. Oh no, excuse me. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you'd found a deer in the wild, though deer didn't have. What this new boy did. He wondered what could have upset him. After a few more seconds, he took a step forward, then another, and then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected in the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary. With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into fists at his sides. Oh no! He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. It obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Something the man earlier had said stuck out to you. Eyes wide, he studied you. Mm. I'm sorry. Oh no, it's bad.
Oh.
Wait. Okay. He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. The pure white flowers that covered the sail rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as you asked the question. Oh no, baby, why? Almost like they'd never stop as tears started up again with a vengeance. No! That's so painful. The tears fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. So he wanted to be with his mom. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heavy with exhaustion. He sniffled and removed his glasses, wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them back on again. He slipped his hands underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove wound himself up again for another long crying fit. Felt bad for him, being forced to come here with no choice. Oh no, excuse me. He couldn't imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms, but it must be pretty hard. But from away off in the distance, you heard your parents.
Cove?
Somewhere. Cove looked at you, tears circling to his cheeks. Oh,
I want to go home.
I'm conflicted with the choices here. I feel like I don't want to tell the moms and his dad that we're here, but the choices make it so.
Sorry.
Understandable. Aww. I'm gonna marry him. She understands the agenda.
That's a relief.
Bye. The two of them walk off into the darkness, heading toward the neighborhood. He watched Cove's bright pink cast until it disappeared. Playdate. Oh. Oh God. Yeah, but this is just the first. Oh. Does it change if I do this? Because I don't know. I can't say I have a crush on him yet. I'm not fond this because we just met. I think that's it. Oh. Yes. Oh wait. I have to end the video here. Oh no. But I am gonna keep on recording on this because it's so interesting and fun. So, see you in the next video and have a great day, everyone.